Hi everyone, welcome to Maximum Attack Rallying. We have reached the end of day 2, Thursday. Feels weird saying that, doesn't it? Day 2, Thursday, but it is day 2. Found myself a nice little spot in the service park in a little information stand. It's a little bit quiet, so I thought I'd sit here and do a quick update. I said I'd try and do a video every day. Probably not going to do one tomorrow, but we'll get to that. So, where are we? They said it would be tough, didn't they? And boy, it has been tough. So we are at the end of Thursday. It is Fourmaux who leads the rally. I don't know who would have expected that. He is, let me just check, he holds a 6-second advantage over Sami Pajari. Martin Sesks is in third, and I think you could make the case that he is the hero of the day. He fired his Puma out of the blocks at an incredible rate to take an early lead. He had a bit of a moment. This morning. He went slightly the wrong way at a fork in the road. He lost about 6 seconds, but that was not enough to prevent him from taking the lead into midday service. So it was a fine performance on that front. It's been really impressive, hasn't it? Really impressive. A fantastic performance from Sesks. He has re-announced himself on the WRC scene after a long break, and it has been a long break. You know, he has not been in that car since Rally Finland in August, so he's been out for best part of 4 months, hasn't he? And he has come straight back, and he's at the front. Yes, road order has been kind to him, but you can't knock it, can you? He's doing the job. He was fastest on the first stage of the afternoon loop, but it was a puncture that eventually dropped him down to third place. Sami Pajari then took the lead, but he had his own tyre problems, and that gave the initiative to Fourmaux, who, as I said, leads by 6 seconds. Oit Tanak, Thierry Neuville and Takamoto Katsuta are in 4th, 5th and 6th places. A good day from all of them, really. Tanak has been going pretty well. He did have some issues this afternoon and in service this evening before the Super Special. He had a new gearbox and front subframe on his i20, so clearly some issues there. It was a very impressive gearbox change though, as you would expect, done nice and quickly. But the real news is behind the three of them, isn't it? At the bottom of the top 10, so Sebastian Ogier sits in 7th place. Crucially, he is 37 seconds clear of Kalle Rovanperä and another 4 seconds on top of that clear of Elfyn Evans, who has really been struggling with opening the road. Hasn't looked comfortable. Yes, he's kept it clean and tidy and has avoided issues which have obviously plagued others, but crucially, right now, as it stands, Ogier leads the championship by 2 points. Obviously, we still have to consider Super Sunday in the power stage, so I know it's not as easy as that, but that is a massive swing, isn't it? Yes, there's so much that can happen. I don't think anything is guaranteed, but it's tricky, isn't it? You know, and I think the scale of Evans' struggles was probably illustrated by the fact that Rovanperä had a puncture on stage 4, but still managed to overhaul Evans this afternoon and get himself a better running position for tomorrow. So, you know, it's a tricky one, isn't it? Ogier has looked imperious. Evans made the same mistake as Sesks in exactly the same spot. He probably shipped 6-ish seconds to Ogier there alone, but the real damage was done this morning. You know, on the opening stage, I think Ogier took nearly 13 seconds out of Evans to find his road position to get into the top 3, and that was it. You know, that was the damage done, and from there he's looked invincible in terms of the championship fight. He won the super special stage this evening, and you know, if Evans wants to win this thing, he has 2 choices right now. He has to put the hammer down and try and apply some pressure, or he has to just sit back, carry on, and hope that something bad happens to Ogier. Is that a good strategy for the man that's won 8 world titles? I'm not so sure it is, but of course anything could happen this weekend, and I think we could say that anything has already happened almost. There was lots of talk before the event, wasn't there, about punctures. They have been a factor. Obviously we've had Rovanperä, as we talked about, Sesks, as we talked about, Neuville has had a puncture, Pajari, we've mentioned him already, haven't we? Munster, he's had problems, McAleen, he's had problems, so there have been punctures for pretty much everyone in Rally 1. I do just want to mention Rally 2 briefly. Oliver Solberg leads that, though he is not registered for points, so it is Robert Verves, who leads WRC2 ahead of Gus Greensmith. So there is still some championship drama there in terms of the WRC2 Challenger Championship, it's called. But obviously all eyes are really focused on the main event. Weirdest, most bizarre issue of the day was probably Nasser Al-Attiyah, who's not had the best start. He's obviously not that experienced in the Puma, though very experienced on the road. Weirdly, the tailgate of his car came off on a heavy landing over a jump. I mean, that's a bit weird, isn't it? Would that have happened to a steel tailgate on a steel body shell? I'm not sure that it would. And then poor Nasser and Candido Carrera wouldn't have been breathing in dust for most of the afternoon. But yeah, that was a bit of a weird one. That car is now fixed though and was back out for the Super Special this evening, so not the best for them, but I'm sure they will continue, and they look like they're having a good time, which is the main thing, isn't it? So those are the big stories of the day. We will wrap it up there. As I said, I'm not sure I'm going to get a full video out tomorrow. I will be out for stage 11, so I'm looking forward to that, and I will be putting as much content on socials as possible. Stay tuned for that, and we'll go again with a full video on Saturday at the end of the rally. So I think all that's left for me to say is make sure you hit those like and subscribe buttons so you get all the updates when the new videos come out, and other than that, see you tomorrow.